G'day, it's Hayley. I've taken up residence down under today, that's right, so that we can talk about what's happening up over. I don't know, what is the equivalent of down under? Up over. We'll go with that, sure. In the US of A. Yeah, earthquakes. Mexico, again, you know, when did Mexico become part of the USA? I don't, and Canada also. Really, it should just say on North America, right? So, nothing too terribly large. 4.0 is the largest in Guadalupe, Victoria, Mexico, and Cotedale, Colorado. I can't say that word today. Colorado. So here is where we get to see Texas is very hot with the fire weather thing going on. And then up here it's apparently freezing our down unders off. That's what happens up in the Great North. You freeze your down under off. And so that's like freeze watch and freeze warning and lots of wintry weather things. Meanwhile, Dallas Fort Worth breaks the most 100-degree days in a year record. And record heat, blah, blah, blah. It's really hot in Texas is what they're trying to say there. Also, it's really dry in Texas, as it's always been. The exceptional drought persists in Texas and Oklahoma and Kansas and New Mexico and maybe just a smidge of Arizona, as well as lesser forms of drought that still suck quite a bunch. Here's who's going to get some rain, and of course it's basically not Texas. Though Texas is going to get a little bit. But up over here, 3.9 inches. There must be some kind of tropical storm disturbance or something. We're down to 35 locations, which I think was actually the same number as yesterday. But here, we're all up in there. We've still got the flooding, and this is probably all, well, I'm not sure about that. I don't think that is, but I think these are all Tropical Storm Lee related. That I don't think is Tropical Storm Lee related. I'm not sure. Here is today's severe weather outlook. Let's make sure. Yes, it is the 13th of September. Remember the 13th of September. I'm pretty sure that's how that movie line went. Slight risk up there, New York, and that probably means Canada as well, but it's a United States related map, so it just cuts off at the border. Here is the probability specifically of severe wind. So here's your 15% chance, and then quite a large amount has a 5% chance of wind. And then as well as California and Arizona, get you some wind. And basically, yeah, it's almost completely the same thing for the hail outlook. Except for this, just a tiny little smidgen difference there. Actually, in the 5% lowers. Anyway, we move on to tornado, where there's nothing to talk about. Less than 2%, all areas. Here's tomorrow's confusing map, so we quickly switch over to this one, which has the probability, and here's the 5% area of severe weather. The 5% area up over there. In the Eastern Pacific, it is once again blah. I know, nothing's going on, at least. I should find out about the Western Pacific there. Let's find that out, but not today. And Maria, Tropical Storm Maria, who, I kept calling future Hurricane Maria, is apparently never going to come to fruition. Is that how you'd say that? Tropical Storm Maria is still predicted to steer quite eastward of the United States and stay a tropical storm. Here's a whole bunch of lovely coloured lines that are the scientific models saying pretty much that, yeah, Maria not gonna hit the United States. Now, Maria might still have some effects. I don't know how big Maria is. But, I don't know, tropical storm status, probably not gonna have a huge impact. Anyway, we move on to promoting Wicked Wicks, which is Whiskey India Charlie Kilo Echo Delta Whiskey X-ray.com. It took me ages to learn that, so for the heck of it, I'm just going to use it every day. That's right. NATO phonetic alphabet. Wikipedia it. That's a new verb. Wikipedia. Anyway, you have a fantastic day, whether you're down under and up or over or whatever.